Good morning, meteorologist Bob Acanfrio with today's tropical update for Friday, October 7, 2011. Main focus this weekend is going to be on our area here to the south of the Florida Peninsula here, in the Florida Straits here, where we could see an area of low pressure develop out here, most likely the late Sunday, Monday time frame out in here. Looks like it's going to be more of a hybrid subtropical type system. I doubt it's going to get fully tropical here. The main focus, of course, is going to be a lot of rainfall, gusty winds along the east coast of Florida and up towards the Georgia and South Carolina coastlines, beach erosion, heavy surf, coastal flooding. It's going to be a prolonged period. We've already established this strong northeast or easterly flow already. As high pressure builds down from New England today, this pressure gradient's even going to tighten even more, and we could see gusts along the coast, along the east coast of Florida, anywhere 40 plus through the weekend. So that's really going to be the main focus here with this system developing. We have Hurricane Felipe moving out to sea. Not going to really talk much about him, as he is no threat to any land and will not be any threat to any land, and will eventually weaken in the next few days. Okay, so let's close in here on this area here. Everybody's wondering, where is this low pressure going to develop? What's going to happen to it? Kind of seeing some signs and the seeds of development already starting today. This is going to be a couple-day process here. But we have a mid-upper level system here starting to sink down into the Gulf of Mexico. This is really going to be the seed for development here of this low pressure. And it looks like low pressure is going to develop somewhere in this area here. If I was a betting man right now, I would guess probably near the Key West area. I'm thinking somewhere right in this area here is where we're going to see low pressure develop. Again, probably not until the Sunday time frame, maybe later on Sunday, somewhere right in this area here. We've already established this strong northeast or east fetch here across the Atlantic, and this is bringing in, and you can even see it on the satellite view here this morning, what I call these little streamers, these convergent bands moving onshore across the east coast of Florida here. Always tough to pinpoint where the heaviest rainfall is going to be with these convergent bands. I think the focus today, and I'm going to show you on the radar in a minute, is going to be towards the south central coast of Florida here, probably between Vero and West Palm today. This little piece of energy here probably going to help to enhance rainfall right in here. We have high pressure building south a little bit today, so I expect some of these convergent bands to shift a little farther south as we move through the day today and into Saturday, and then later Saturday night and Sunday we're going to pop this back north, and should encompass the entire peninsula with heavy rainfall. Okay, and let's look at the water vapor loop here, and you could easily depict this upper to mid-level feature sinking down into the eastern Gulf. And again, this is going to help to really get this area going here for low pressure development. And again, I would think this area is going to be right near Key West here, and then slowly slide northward just like this. This is where I think low pressure is going to develop right now. I'm going to show you some of the models here in a minute and show you my thinking, but definitely I'm believing it's going to be just like this, spreading the heaviest rainfall up along the Florida Peninsula here. Definitely Sunday and Monday is going to be the worst of the weather here across Florida. Okay, radar this morning, and you can see these are these little bands moving across the state. The real focus here, and I think I've seen some radar estimates of 4 to 5 inches of rain here near, I guess, the Jupiter, Port St. Lucie area, right in this area here, just north of West Palm Beach. And this is really going to be the focus. I think the focus is going to be probably from the Space Coast down to West Palm today for the heaviest of rainfall. Still going to get some bands moving across northeast Florida here. But I think as the day moves along, we're going to see this shift a little farther south here, where the main focus of rainfall is going to be right in this area. And actually, they're moving all the way inland. Even the Orlando area getting some rainfall today. So we'll continue to see this moisten up, and this area rainfall keep moving farther and farther inland here. Another look at the radar. Again, this has been the main focus of the heaviest rainfall here from about that Vero to West Palm Beach area right in here. And this is going to be the focus today, I believe, for the heaviest rainfall. Want to look at this HPC. This is their 5-day precipitation prog here by the models. And you could see we have a bullseye of about 11 inches of rain here along the east coast of Florida. Definitely some areas, when this event is finally over, could see upwards of 10 plus inches of rain. And we may want to shift this a little farther west here, especially if this low pressure moves up just like this. Some of this heaviest rainfall will move even a little farther inland, and then of course up through the Appalachians and then across the northeast, east coast northeast eventually through the week. Areas that don't need rainfall, as we all know, and unfortunately it looks like this rainfall will spread up the east coast as we move towards Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. But again, this is through Wednesday morning. Again, heaviest rainfall looks along the east coast of Florida, and again, we might even see this heaviest axis push a little farther to the west here. All right, models. This is the GFS model. Really disregarding this right now. It's been the outlier. Actually, a lot of the GFS ensemble models actually have this a little farther west with low pressure, and then redevelops another area of low pressure towards the end of the week off the east coast. This would take the heaviest rainfall, farther east, but I don't think this is going to happen. But of notice, if you saw towards the end of this loop here, we do have an area tropical system coming out of the western Caribbean by about the October 16, 17 time frame. And we're really, after we get done with this event, that's really going to be the focus with MJO really coming back with vengeance here. We could see a tropical development here, and even the Euro model starting to hint at this developing. So along the Gulf Coast, do not let your guard down. Hurricane season's not over. I expect 1 or 2 systems to pop here by the middle to the end of October. So be aware of that as we move towards the extended period. The NAM model here, again, predicting low pressure, almost where I would have it, except I'd probably be a little farther west here. Again, it's showing right around here. I would probably put it, like I said, more near Key West and up the peninsula. But this is a pretty good good aspect of where I think low pressure is definitely going to develop. And again, it's looking like more like later Sunday into Monday where this is going to develop. Euro model, again, has been the farthest west here, and you could see by here's Sunday night starting to develop, and then Monday night right in here in the western Gulf, and then up the east coast as we move towards the week to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Thursday night into the northeast, areas that don't need rainfall, unfortunately. And then as we look towards the end of the period here, what do we see here? Again, around that 16-17 time frame, just like the GFS, we see low pressure starting to develop. Tropical system here in the western Caribbean. Definitely going to keep an eye on this. Again, 10 days away, plenty of time to watch it, but in the back of your mind, if you're living along the Gulf Coast, be aware. Okay, quickly here, UK Met, much slower than the other models. Tuesday night, showing low pressure here in the western Gulf. Probably a little too slow, but again, there it is. And then here is the no gaps model, and again, not to beat a dead horse here, but again, low pressure, and you're going to see it come into here play. This is going through Sunday. Now here we go. Here comes Sunday night, and then we got Monday, and right up the peninsula, low pressure, and then up the east coast. And last but not least, looking at the MJO, been talking a lot about that. Look at this. This is really pumped up here, MJO, starting to come back in towards October 11th. So this is the 11th through the 21st. Look at all this green. And that's why you see that one system, some of the long-range models, GFS and Euro, showing around the 16th, 17th. And we may pop another system after that. So I'm predicting probably 2 systems between about that October 15th to the end of the month, and possibly 2 hurricanes. So definitely going to watch this area here for development towards the middle to the end of October. So again, those of you in the Florida area for the weekend, nasty weekend, heavy rain, rough surf along the east coast, coastal flooding, gale force winds, could see 40 plus gusts. Slowly going to creep up the East Coast and the Appalachians through the week. So a lot of rainfall, flooding. Be aware of it. It's going to be a nasty weekend for you guys. I'll keep having updates through the weekend as time permits, and we see the system develop. I am on Facebook. It's Robert, ACANFRIO. You can follow me there. And don't forget, weatherbunker.com, a great new website, a lot of great weather information. Have a good day.